Strong winds and a storm welcomed us as we embarked on a 50-mile journey across the pale blue waters of Lake Victoria. Without any shelter, we braved the rains and biting cold to make the 2-hour journey to the islands. The helmsman lent us a huge plastic sheet to cover our heads from the heavy downpour, but the strong wind threatened to blow it away as we huddled under it. And as we cowered fearfully under the plastic sheet, the helmsman and his assistant remained calm as we sailed through the choppy waters. After what seemed like eternity, our boat reached Nkose and we anchored it among several others, preparing to make their way out. Most of the inhabitants of Nkose are fishermen, and the population ranges from between 1,500 to 2,000. We discovered that Nkose does not have a single health facility or health worker, and the fate of those who fall seriously ill is often left in the hands of God. Kalangala district is made up of many islands, and Nkose just happens to be one of them. Many people come and go depending on the productivity of the waters in which they fish. For those who stay, the hardships remain the same. Jennifer Najengo is 27 and a mother of 2. She says that her last pregnancy was a nightmare. In one incident, she fell very sick and had to travel to another island about 2 hours away to seek treatment.
I
went to the clinic when I was badly off. After waiting for hours, I was given 2 Panadol tablets and told to return home.
Najengo says her experience at the clinic discouraged her from returning for antenatal checkups, and she gave birth at home with the help of her partner and her sister.
I bled heavily and I was fearful for my life. Thank God I eventually recovered. My baby is now 5 months old and has been immunized only twice.
The local council 1 chairman, Nathan Nzale, narrates the ordeal of another woman who was in labor.
This woman had been in labor for 2 days, and the midwives we have here could not handle her complications. I ran around looking for a boat and an engine and got some fuel to transport her to Masaka. At 2 a.m., after about 4 hours on the water, the boat developed mechanical problems. Luckily, she had a phone and made a few calls. Another boat came to help her. She eventually reached the hospital in Masaka at 11 a.m. the next day in a critical condition.
From Nkose, the nearest government health facility is in the far-flung Kachungwa Island, but the cost of transport to get there is high. It takes about 9 hours to get to Masaka Referral Hospital.
So,
one needs to buy fuel of 100,000 shillings, when the treatment is for 10,000.
But health is not the only problem here. The island has 1 nursery school with 3 classrooms. The older children have to move to other islands to study and only return home during the holidays.
There is no universal primary education program here. We decided to start this nursery school ourselves. It takes 20,000 shillings a day for a child to travel to and from Kachungwa.
In the second of this series, we take you to those troubled spots across the turbulent waters which have caused a number of accidents. Linda Chibombo, NTV.